Okay, other things would be, the bosses tend to underestimate the impact. Okay, and the assumption, they like to think of the end of the world. What happens if I die and all these things? You tell them if you die, then don't need to do BCP anymore. You know what I mean? So you have to give them something realistic, like what we do, the group scope it, and make it something realistic. You can give the answer and get it done, okay? They are always on limited time and resources, so sometimes you have to do it on Saturday, Sunday, unfortunately, or after office hours. That's what SMEs are for. So for us, we work in corporate, very hard to work after 6 o'clock and after on Saturday afternoon to do BCP. But you have to, that's the only way, that's the only time they have. They like to live in a comfort zone, like what I mentioned the speakers earlier on. Don't worry, when something happens, I can handle. I'm the boss, come on, what else can I handle, right? But I agree on that notion, but the more important thing is they must think through first what is critical and what must be done, how long can they wait. All these things must be thought through first before you start, you encounter disaster. Let me give you an example. All of you drive a car, I hope, have a driving license. You look old enough, okay? The most important thing is, when was the first time you had a car accident? I know of someone who never had a car accident before, older than me. All right? But when was the first time I had a car accident? What do? I call my father, I call my mother, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my grandfather, right? Now, what is, for people like me, I had my second car accident. What do? I go to my glove compartment, take out a piece of paper, share, and say, can we just exchange? In Singapore, we don't have to claim, we will claim against each other. Very simple process, just take a couple of photos and we're done. Unless there's injury. If not, both insurance companies will just cover each other. Depends who is wrong. So based on that, let me explain to you what BCP does to you is you are now in stage 2. When you have a car accident, you will just go to the glove compartment, take a couple of photos. Hopefully that guy don't beat you up. Other than that, that's it. That's what BCP is all about. If you can explain to anyone, your CEO, that's what BCP is. You will see the paradigm shift as used by the fund. All right. So no sense of urgency. It won't happen to me. It will happen to my neighbor, except me, as usual. Okay, how can we help as the worst thing is BCM professional, we are corporates. I work with corporates. Only when I came out to start the institute, then I'm bothered to help the SME. I'm not joking. Because we are very selfish people. I mean, I have my own work, I have my own family, but only when we come out, then we found that SME needs a lot of help. And we are not sharing enough information. We need a lot of professionals. That's why if you can get a group of BCM professionals to help out with the SME, that would be wonderful. Yeah. Okay, which we have done in some of the countries. Okay, they need to do more advocacy to SME and speak their language, like what I've been bugging all you the whole day. Tell them what they need to do and not tell them these are the 7 phases, this is the detailed steps, this is how you set up your steering committee. Don't waste my time. Go straight to the point, ask them the right question, hit them in the heart. They wake up and say they are very smart people. Once you get it, they will just comply. Okay? They need a new methodology and not this for now. This one you show them later on. Then they'll say, oh, I'm impressed. Because once they have done the first BCP, they want to be the best in the world, even though they're SMEs, trust me. They are very funny people. They do not want to do it, but after they got the hang of it, they want to be the best, as good as Citibank, example. That's the mentality of every SME bosses. So this is what we've shown just now. Then we go into this stage. All right. This is the kind of corporate framework that will drive them crazy. What's your roles and responsibility? How do you do the stages? What are the 20 steps in business impact analysis? What's the definition of high, medium, low? Example. All right, so these are things that people tend to just get threatened on. Hey, what's crisis management? What's BCP? What's disaster recovery? What's IT? You start to throw them this, they will just walk away. So again, depends. For big organizations, this standard operating procedure. You hit me with this, I will organize it for you. But for SMEs, you need to keep it short and sharp. Okay, so this is what they need. 10 steps, as I mentioned. We have gone through this for an hour just now, right? So how far have you gone? I just want that. Let's run another one more day. How far more can you go down? And you will have another 101 questions to ask the mentors. Right? So this is where, before you start off with this process, I guess when you go back, the first thing I want you to do is read read through the book, the British version, and understand some of the definitions. And for those who don't know the definition, go back to bcpedia.org. Okay, not well written, but it's good for exam. Okay, this is the guidebook. This is the website, as I mentioned, and these are questions that I posed just now. Remember, hit the SME bosses where it hurts. Just ask him, boss, if this is your building is not available, your manufacturing plant is not available, you just lost your key customer. What does it mean to you? That's it. And to them, that's bread and butter. They wake up, they'll just move on. They'll just accept it. Okay, so this is just some of the examples that I will use in English. Okay, so we have gone through this, we've gone through this. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to, just to quickly conclude, the most important thing, even in Singapore, unfortunately, we need a disaster. I'm telling you the truth, and we will get one disaster. That's something that will happen, and unfortunately, in our business, we are the most important people once there's a disaster. If there's no disaster, you're not important. Sad but true. All right, with that note, thank you.
That was excellent, as always, Dr. Goh. Thank you so much. And it's something that, I don't know if all the tables did, but one of the questions that came up in my group was that very thing. How do you get SMEs interested and involved in putting together BCP? And we just brainstormed a few ideas of how you might do some outreach, but clearly the only answer apparently is to have the national government throw money at it. So but we didn't get that far. But in all seriousness, it is a struggle, and it's something you will continue to have to work at. And if anybody in this room finds a solution, please do not keep it a secret. So we're on to Mr. Jackie Chen from Chinese Taipei. You are popular. Executive Director of Operation for Rank Products. I'm going to give you 11 minutes. You're so popular.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Today I will share my experience on the BCP. My company is a semiconductor chip maker, and we started the BCP more than 10 years. This one is our key milestone. So we start from the year 2001, and from the architecture cell, and we select our organization. We call it the Fab 2. Fab 2 is our 8-inch fab. So we select this organization for the demonstration, and then we extend to the other similar organization. So like our Fab 1 is 6-inch fab, and B means our back end testing house, and then when we extend to the whole company, because why we select the fab first, because the high volume, as I discussed before. And then from the year 2006, we start our whole company, the BCP drill, and then we do the continuous improvement. So this one is our key milestone. And in the year 2007, we started our crisis cabinet, and this one is our CEO, and these are all of our center head, and the right graph is every center head need the report to our CEO, and the purpose is to make sure all the BCP plan can be connected smoothly. So, and in the year 2008, we start to invite the external expert. And why? We need to invite the expert, because this one is our internal process. But we didn't have a 3-year case. I mean, the disaster happened on our end. So we must invite the external expert to teach us. because we think they are more knowledgeable than us. And from their point of view to tell us maybe some weakness we must can to translate. So it's our purpose from the internal and the external. And from the year 2013, we cooperate with the Belfort, and we start to contact what's the DRP, but the SCA or the goal say that we must have the clear definition, but this job must lead to the Belfort. The DRP means the disaster recovery plan. So we have the so many training courses. Because I mentioned it, because we also the SME, not small, not big company, and I mentioned we don't hope the disaster will happen on our hand. So we must have some case study or the case sharing from outside, because some company already happened a disaster. So we need to take a lesson. So from this training, we have we have to know if you face the disaster, how to recovery, and what's the impact. So this one can help us to come back to modify our BCP. And from in the year 2014, you know there are so many earthquake faults in Taiwan. So why the seismic is very important to us. So we also cooperate with the university, and the Dr. Xu is from the Taiwan National Center University. He's the expert in the earthquake research field. So we cooperate with him. And the purpose is not to avoid the earthquake, because we cannot do it. So, but we must know where we are, because maybe you are just on the earthquake fault. So we must very well understand what's our risk. So he also have some the training, and also do some study to our building. So currently we very well know what's our risk. And last year we formalized to sign a contract with the Belfort, and so currently we have the red alert consultant service. And in this year we study to do the DRP training, and we hope we can complete all the DRP procedure in the next year. And I will share some findings to you based on our around the 15 years BCP. The first one, because sometimes when we do the scenario of the BCP drill, we just make the big assumption. For example, the earthquake, maybe we make an assumption, the earthquake is very big to cause all the construction damage. But you can see nothing we can do. So our scenario must be pragmatic and reasonable. Then we can start our BCP. Not say a very big or huge impact. So this one is our finding. And the second, when we do the pre-damage preparation and the after-damage execution, we must have this principle, must more detailed, serious, and executable. Why? Because this one we treat the SOP for our first line. SOP means that we must based on these two to teach our first line people based on this center operation procedure. Then we can do everything step by step. And I mentioned we also have the crisis cabinet, and there are 3 meetings like damage evaluation, means impact, and disaster recovery plan and progress. These 3 meetings must be connected smoothly. So you cannot treat these three meetings as independent. Then all the crisis cabinet methodology will be failed. I show this page to you because when the accident happened, in our organization that we have the ERT stage. It means our first line people, we have the emergency response team. So in the immediate, we will turn on the ERT stage. And then maybe after the 1 day or 2 days, the BCP stage will be going on. But you can see, which it feels there is one gap between the ERP and the BCP. So it's why we started the DRP from the last year. Yeah, because we think that the DRP can fill this gap up. And also something to share to you. The operational recovery plan involves the main decision and operation. So the BCP belongs to the top. Yeah, all the decisions may come from the top manager. But how about our first line people? Just waiting. No, we can do more. Yeah. So we started the DRP. Yeah. And from the DRP's the training there. We there our clinical access to many previous unknown knowledge through the case sharing. Yeah, I mentioned that from the case sharing. Because from the case sharing, we can from the other existing disaster, we can know what's the true root cause. And we can from that learning to know the extra safety knowledge or even the professional knowledge on the disaster recovery strategy from other companies. And this one I think almost the same. When we do the DRP, the principle most the same as the BCP. Yeah, it means the different scenario have a different procedure, not just the copy. And now we already well trained our employee on the DRP, and currently we follow the BCP procedure. We select our 12-inch FABE as the demonstration organization. So currently we also have the 3